All right, welcome back to the Hoisington Community Center here. Beautiful facility. Back for the boys game versus the number 2 seeded Lions versus the number 7 seed LaCrosse team. We played LaCrosse one time in school history. They beat us 2 years ago by 5 points here at this same tournament. I believe it was in a consolation game. Minneapolis is 7-2. LaCrosse was 4-3 at the drawings of this tournament. So I don't know what they did last week in scores, but the Lions need to rebound from a 10-point loss at Beloit last Friday. And see if we can do it here tonight in the first round of the Hoisington Invitational Tournament against LaCrosse.
You know, and Dale, it'll once again, you coming off of a loss. It'll be interesting to see how the boys react. Coach Shoup talked about the fact that they know how to win. They just gotta, in the interview, they know how to win. They've gotta do the things that they've been taught and get out there and pull the victory away. As I still run down and get some stats there, get some people in the book here for Minneapolis. I'll let you give the starting lineup, Dale.
All right, number 15, not sure of the name, for LaCrosse, Corey Argenbright for the Lions, a junior.
Casey
Argenbright, excuse me. I don't know why I call him Corey. Number 20 here for the LaCrosse. 15, Grayson George, the leading scorer for the Lions. 22 for LaCrosse. Logan Weedle, number 23, senior for the Lions. Number 23, 6-footer for LaCrosse. Followed by junior Dylan Crossan, number 33, who's really been coming on the low post for the Lions last few games. 24 for LaCrosse. 6'3" senior Keegan McCulloch for the Lions.
Sorry about that. As I will get the starting line. I'll give you the starting line.
Does not out-height us, Scott.
No, and Coach Shoup talked about that. But it sounded like they do run the ball transition-wise. So
to do that, you've got to get the rebounds or the steals. So let's hope we can control those either way.
So once again, I will have the play-by-play. Minneapolis in their home white, as LaCrosse in their traveling black and gold. As Dale will help me with the camera as well as the play-by-play or the color.
Right down here in front of us for you old-time Minneapolis folks. There's a familiar name from LaCrosse, Reef Schneider. Used to be a principal in Minneapolis with that name. No, teacher, excuse me. Teacher, long-time teacher. I assume they're related. They moved to LaCrosse.
And tip goes in the hands of LaCrosse. As LaCrosse with the ball on the outside, Irvin with the ball as he sets it up. Irvin trapped in the corner, gets it back to the outside. They dry the paint, and there should be a charge, and there is. Nice job as number 22, Taylor Stahl, goes right into Grayson George. Grayson picks up the charge. Full court press going to be picked up by the LaCrosse Leopards. Ball goes to Grayson George. Grayson back to McCulloch. McCulloch will bring it down to set it up. McCulloch crosses the timeline, and he'll set it up in the hands of Argenbright. Casey rolls the right-hand side, looks down low to Dylan Crossan. Dylan goes in the paint, up and good. Nice job by Dylan Crossan as Lions go into the low post to start with, and they get a bucket in the paint. Ball goes back on the outside to Motor. Motor on the outside picks up his dribble back to Irvin. Irvin at the top of the key. Picks up his dribble, goes back to the hands of Webbs. Webbs swing pass over to Motor. Motor tries the baseline. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by McCulloch. Keegan will bring it down to set it up himself as he crosses the timeline. Back to Logan Weedle. Logan shot from just beyond the free throw line. Rebounded by the Leopards, but as you said, Dale, over the backboard, gives the ball back to the Leopards. LaCrosse will bring it down to set it up. LaCrosse a 2 or 3A school, Dale?
3A, I think.
Crosses the timeline. Motor with the ball. As picks up his dribble back in the hands of Webbs. Webbs swing pass over to Keeley. Keeley drives baseline. Picks up his dribble. Nearly stolen by Grayson George. And off the hands of Dylan Crossan down the paint. It'll stay with LaCrosse. Excuse me. Irvin inbounds for LaCrosse. Top of the key goes to Motor. All picked up. Back to the top of the key to set it up. Grayson George with the defense. Gets it back over to Stoll. Good drop down pass. There's going to be a foul on Grayson George. His first personal.
First team foul.
6:15 left to go in the first quarter. Inlet pass. Stolen by Grayson George after the tip by Logan Weedle. Casey Argenbright brings it down. Casey looks down low to Crossan, picks it back out to McCulloch, back to Weedle. Weedle looks down the low post, goes back to Grayson George. Grayson will drive, shot up and good.
Nice little floater.
Ball goes back to Irvin, and he palms the ball, turns the ball over. As Minneapolis will have the ball 4-0, as Argenbright brings it down, gets it in the hands of Grayson George. Grayson back to McCulloch. McCulloch back to Casey. Inlet pass. And it's going to be off the hands of LaCrosse. It'll stay with Minneapolis. LaCrosse gets in a couple new players. Jarrett Nealing, a 6'1" senior, as well as number 21, Jacob Keener, another 5'7" senior. Grayson George into Logan Weedle. Logan shot up and off the mark, rebounded by the Leopards. It's back over to Motor. Motor, a 5'10" junior for LaCrosse. Brings it down to set up, has a trap, picks up his dribble. Gets it turned over in the hands of Logan Weedle. Logan will go all the way, and he's going to be fouled. Can't finish it, but he'll go to the free throw line. Good defense by the Lions, as Logan will go to the line to shoot two. Marcus Mader, I have to make sure I pronounce that right, with his first personal foul. Shot is up, and good by Logan Weedle. Thought that one was dang near coming back out, Dale.
Rolled around, didn't it?
Second free throw coming. And he makes them both.
Logan hit 13 of 15 in the free throw contest before the game started, so we're glad he didn't use all that up in the contest.
Absolutely. 5:12 left in the first quarter. 6-0 Lions with the ball. LaCrosse with the ball. Mader drives all the way in. Shot in the corner off the back of the backboard. Not sure where he was shooting on that one, as Austin Webb puts it off the top of the backboard and gives the ball back to the Lions. Ball in the hands of Logan Weedle. Logan back to McCulloch. How nice is it to have a 6'3" forward that can bring the ball down? Casey Argenbright with the turnover in the corner as he walks with it.
Something you don't see very often.
The walk in the corner or the 6'3" forward?
The 6'3" forward. They can bring the ball down.
Yeah, exactly. Mader with the ball, gets it back over to Webbs. Webbs back over to Stoll. Excuse me, Stoll to Nealing. Ball goes in the corner, and it's picked up. Back in the hands of Mader. Mader to set it up. Picks up his dribble. Goes back to Webbs. Webbs down low. Will pick up his dribble. Goes back to a cut. And there's a walk there. Yep. Good call, Dale.
Shuffled his feet without putting the ball down on the floor.
Leopards get Irvin and Neat Keeley back in as they go right now 7 deep into their bench. Minneapolis yet to put in their second 4.
Lions up 6-0.
Argenbright brings it all around. Shot off the glass and good. Great job by Casey right there. Used the glass nicely. 8-0 Lions with the lead. Mater with the ball, drives all the way into the paint, and it's going to be a bucket and the foul as Mater showing some speed to the hole right there. And he will go to the line for an and one. Second personal by Grayson. Yoxel and Macy getting ready to check in. Shot is up and good by Mater. Yoxel checks in as well as Macy, as Crossan and George will have a seat. Keener also checks in for the Leopards. Argenbright with the ball. As he'll cross the timeline to set it up. Foul called on Yoxel. Henry Yoxel trying to get position down there and apparently pushed off. 8-3, Minneapolis with the lead. 3:52 left to go in the first quarter. Irvin with the ball. Crossover dribble. Passes it down low to Mater. Mater back to the top of the key. Swing pass over to Irvin. Irvin picks up his dribble. Shot in the lane, up and good by number 22, Stoll. Kulik will bring it down. And no call. Down low is a lot of bodies flying around. McCulloch and a Leopard go flying. And rebounded by Logan Weedle.
Hit the back of the backboard before it came down, so that's out of bounds.
Charlie Lynn checks in as well as John Darrow as McCulloch and, let's see, I'm not sure who. And Argenbright sit down. Grayson was going to go back in, but coach sets him back down. Yoxel to inbounds. Back to Macy. Macy back to Darrow. Swing pass over to Weedle. Shot in the lane, up and good. Nice job by Logan Weedle. Great pass by Darrow to hit him in the corner, and Logan goes on the dribble drive and gets the runner to fall.
Yeah, he knocks it away.
Foul called.
I didn't see it. But
I think it's going to be on Yoxel, and it is.
That was the referee that was nice to me, so I won't say anything bad about him.
As McCulloch will check back in for Yoxel, as the Leopards get two new players in as well.
I didn't think it was on Weedle who knocked the ball away. I didn't.
No. Ball goes in. Charlie Lynn nearly gets the steal there. Ball goes back on the outside. Swing pass over to Mater. Mater up and no good. Rebounded by Macy.
Good defense by Darrow there on that shot.
And it'll be off of the hands of Webbs. Checking in Jarrett Kneeling for the Leopards. Into Darrow. Darrow back to Weedle. Shot, three-point shot is up and off the mark. Rebounded by LaCrosse. Cross back on the outside goes to Keeley. 10-5, Lions with the lead. 2:18 left to go in the first half. Mater very quick with the ball. Ball goes back on the outside. Swing pass over the outside. Picks up his dribble. Three-point shot is up and off the mark. And should be over the back by number 21, Jacob Keener. Go back to Minneapolis.
1:57 remaining in the quarter. 10-5 Minneapolis.
Tyra Owens checks in as he'll come in for Weedle. Macy on the outside. Swing pass over to Darrow. Darrow breaks the press. Oh, tries to get it to Macy and just out of his reach. Kyler goes up in the air but just can't get it. Turnover back to LaCrosse. Taylor LaCrosse filters them in pretty quick, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Cross will bring it down to set it up as Webb's with the ball. Guarded by Owens. Picks up his dribble. Back to top to Irvin. Irvin, swing pass. Oh, foul is on Charlie Lynn beyond the floor. As Charlie will pick up his first foul, fifth team foul. So goes back in to Stahl. Stahl back to Mater. Mater and gets the bucket. Wow. That junior Marcus Mater, very solid ball player, Dale. Foul on Darrow. Mater will go to the line for an M1.
Make it a 2-point game here.
Off the mark, rebounded by McCulloch. Keegan brings it down. No.
Yep, off Darrow's hands.
Turnover. Back to LaCrosse. 10-7. Minute 22 left to go in the first quarter. Mater with the ball as he brings it down to set it up, guarded by Macy. And back in the hands of LaCrosse. And inside bucket up and good by number 22, Stahl.
10-9, 55 seconds get to go in the quarter.
Kulick back to Macy. Macy back to Owens. Owens in the corner to Darrow. Back to Charlie Lynn. Back to McCulloch. 42 seconds left, and
Palming the ball is called.
another turnover, Dale. And fifth turnover so far. LaCrosse with a chance to take the lead.
On the attack.
Cross brings the ball across the timeline, picks up a dribble, gets it back in the hands of Mater. Mater back to Irvin. Irvin with the ball at the top of the key. Swing pass on the outside, gets it down low. And good hustle by Minneapolis there. 9 seconds left. Mater with the ball. As you know, he's going to dribble drive here. And a foul called on Owens.
And that's the seventh foul, so they'll go to the line for a one-on-one with 3 seconds remaining.
Wow.
Chance to go ahead here at the end of the quarter. 10-9 the score currently.
Mater at the line. Misses it. Rebounded by McCulloch up to Argenbright. Casey shot from half court, and it's off the back of the rim, back to the goal, no good. So Minneapolis holds on to the 10-9 lead, but LaCrosse comes raving back right there to make it a 1-point ball game at the end of the first quarter. We will take a break. You're listening to 910KNA.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 8.
If you're searching for the right insurance to fit your needs, look no further. The Scott Osherman Agency is the place to go. American Family Insurance has been providing security and peace of mind for over 80 years. Call the Scott Osherman Agency in Minneapolis, your American Family Insurance agent.
City Pharmacy has brought to you quality professional pharmaceuticals since 1963. Joe and Amber Wool will help you with your medications, durable medical equipment, cosmetics, gifts, and greeting cards. Your hometown pharmacy, City Pharmacy, downtown Minneapolis.
The Minneapolis Junior Senior High School Lionbackers are proud to continue their long-term support of the broadcast to the Lions games. Join them as they support student activities and the teachers of Minneapolis Junior Senior High School. Go Lions, we're with you all the way.
Welcome back to Hoisington, Kansas, as
the Lions are playing the LaCrosse Leopards here in the quarterfinals of the Hoisington Invitational. McCulloch Off to Argenbright, 15-footer, too flat, back rims. LaCrosse with the rebound.
Mater will bring it down to set it up for LaCrosse. Gets it in the hands of Webbs. Webbs will drive, kicks it back out to Keeley for three. Off the mark, rebounded by Logan Weedle. Logan has the numbers, goes all the way in with the left hand, can't get it to go, and it'll be rebounded. Mater's got coast to coast wide open layup, and he gets it.
They take the lead, 11-10.
Mater with 7 of their 11 points. All goes into McCulloch, back to Weedle, back to McCulloch. And another turnover by Minneapolis as Dylan Crossan called for 3 seconds in the lane. Grayson George on the bench with 2 fouls as LaCrosse will set it up. Mater on the outside, guarded by Macy. And trips there. Mater picks up his dribble. Swing pass stolen by Casey Argenbright. Nice job by Casey as he takes it all the way in. And the bucket. Nice job, Casey Argenbright, as he gets the steal to go the other direction.
12-11.
Mater dribbles to the right-hand side, picks up his dribble. Puts it back on the outside to Keeley. Keeley dribbles in the lane. Oh, nice pass around low, and the bucket is up and good by Stahl. Stahl and Mater, the only players to score for the LaCrosse, but they've got the lead by 1. Argenbright with the ball on the right-hand side, gets it into McCulloch. McCulloch into Crossan. Crossan in the paint and up and good. Missed it? No, he got it. Good deal. Turned my head for just a second, Dale, and I thought we'd missed it. 14-13, Lions with the lead. Mater back to Irvin, guarded by Argenbright. Picks up his dribble, goes back to Mater. Mater guarded by Macy. Irvin back in the corner. And that's going to be
nice
off of Minneapolis, though. Great block by Crossan. Kyler Macy doing a great job defensively on Marcus Mater. Very quick point guard for LaCrosse. Inbounds the ball will be Keeley. Nice job by, ball goes on the floor, and it's picked up by Argenbright. Casey will bring it down, gets over to Logan Weedle for 3, and it's, in and out, and ball will go back the other direction. And the bucket is up and good by Mater as they will take back the lead here. Argenbright picks up his dribble, back to McCulloch, back to Weedle, shot and off the glass and good. Nice job by Logan Weedle off the glass, great pass by Keegan McCulloch. 16-15, close one right here. Great job by Casey Argenbright as he goes into the bench and saves it into the hands of Kyler Macy. It goes back the other direction. Macy at the top of the key, back to Weedle. Weedle looks down low to Crossan. Crossan in the paint, up and good. Nice job by Dylan Crossan. Had some great points tonight.
3 for 3, I think.
3 for 3 in the paint. 18-15, Lions with the lead. Let's take a break as LaCrosse calls a timeout. We will take one with them. You're listening to 910KNA.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 8.
4:46 remaining in the second quarter.
Where do you go when you need groceries? Jeans IGA, of course. Jeans is proud to be a sponsor of Minneapolis sports and hopes that you will encourage your children to be as competitive in the classroom as they are in sports. Jeans IGA, a proud sponsor of today's game.
Farm Bureau's wide range of insurance and financial products help protect what's most important, your family, auto, home, and other possessions. Call your Farm Bureau Financial Services agent in Minneapolis, George Dressy. Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company.
Welcome back to Hoisington, Kansas. Dale Leach, myself, Scott Oshman, as missing Mike Perry tonight. And Mike, if you're listening, we miss you, buddy. As LaCrosse will have the ball here. 18-15, LaCrosse with the ball. Picks up the dribble, gets it into Irvin. Irvin drop down pass up and good to number 21, Jacob Keener. Argenbright over to Owens, and he's going to step on the out-of-bounds line. That'll be a turnover back the other direction.
18-17 the score.
Mater didn't take much of a breather, but he was on the bench for maybe 20 seconds. He's back in. Mater on the outside, guarded by Owens. Good help defense by Charlie Lynn. Ball goes back in the corner to Mater for three. Oh, my goodness. Guy is killing us, Dale. 20-18. The lead goes back to LaCrosse. Argenbright back to Weedle. Back to Owens. Owens looks down low to Charlie Lynn, into Crossan in the paint, and he'll be fouled. Nice job by Charlie Lynn to find Dylan Crossan down low. Crossan will go to the line to try to tie this one. Foul will be on 22, Taylor Stoll. His second, only the fourth team foul. Crossan makes the first one. 20-19, LaCrosse with the lead.
Darrow replaces Weedle.
Second shot coming by Crossan. Shot is up, and it is good as well. McCulloch getting ready to check in as he checks in for Charlie Lynn. So on the floor, Lynn, Crossan, Darrow, Argenbright, and Owens. As Mater will bring it down for LaCrosse. Mater picks up his dribble, gets it over back in the corner to Webbs. Back to Mater for three. In and out, rebounded by Darrow. Up to Casey Argenbright. Casey will break the press. Shot off the glass. Ooh, takes it straight in, sorry about that. And he gets it to fall. Nice shot by Argenbright, his 6th point of the night as he hits the little runner. Thought he was going to take it off the glass for a second. Straight in.
22-20, Minneapolis.
Irvin with the ball, guarded by Argenbright. Gets it back. Tries to paint. Back on the outside goes to Irvin. Irvin picks up his dribble, gets back on the outside to Keeley. Keeley looks to the outside, goes back to Irvin. Irvin picks up his dribble back to Mater. Mater looked at an open three for a second, pulls it back down. Gets it back. Top of the key goes to Webbs. And there's going to be a foul on Darrow there.
Be a 1-and-1 coming up. 8th team foul. Second personal.
Webbs at the line for a 1-and-1. Shot is off the mark, rebounded by Crossan. Crossan gets it up to Argenbright. Casey will bring it down to set it up. Casey back to Darrow. Darrow on the outside. Into McCulloch. McCulloch up and no good. Rebounded by LaCrosse.
Couldn't make it. Ball knocked away from Crossan.
Irvin on the outside. Oh, nice drop down pass down low. And it's blocked. And it goes the other direction. Great job by Crossan and McCulloch. I didn't see who had the block
Crossan
there,
blocked it, I think.
But great job by
the lacrosse player trying to rescue it.
By Dylan Crossan.
Macy replaces Darrow. 2:08 to go in the half. 22-20 Minneapolis.
Dylan having a great game so far. Ball goes into Argenbright. Back to McCulloch. McCulloch will bring it down, crosses the timeline, and it's stolen.
He looked away.
LaCrosse. In the ball game, Baskell for the first time for LaCrosse. 3-point shot up and off the mark. Rebounded by Crossan. And then turns it back over to LaCrosse.
Sometimes I think we have fast break on the mind too much. We just need to pick the ball up and maintain possession. But,
Mater back to the hands of Baskell, a freshman. So back, tries the lane, shot up, no good. Rebounded by LaCrosse. They put it off the glass, no good. And Argenbright comes down with it. Yeah, Coach Shoup is yelling, slow down, slow down. Argenbright gets it back to Owens. Owens into McCulloch. McCulloch shot up and good. Nice turnaround shot by Keegan McCulloch as he gets his first points of the night. 24-20, Lions with the lead. A minute left in the first half. Mater with the ball, guarded by Macy. He drives all the way in, and it's going to be a foul on McCulloch.
Be a 1-and-1 here for the Leopards.
9th team foul, first by McCulloch.
And Macy is injured a little bit. Lynn comes in for him. Looks like he might have sprained an ankle.
Kyler adds so much defense to us, and that's a tough one right there. Tyra Owens will go over on to Mater, and I believe. So, 1-on-1. 49 seconds left. Mater at the line for a 1-on-1 here. Shot is up and good. Second shot coming. Second shot is up, and he makes them both.
Gets it down to 24-22 at 49 seconds remaining in the half.
Logan Weedle back in the ball game. Casey Argenbright with the ball. Back to McCulloch. Crosses the timeline. Back to Weedle. 35 seconds left. Back to Owens. Minneapolis to set it up. Argenbright on the outside. Back to Weedle. Weedle back to McCulloch as Minneapolis runs some offense to get it set up. Back to Argenbright with 20 seconds. They'll let it come down to about 10. There they start to count. 13 seconds. Weedle on the outside. Back to Argenbright. As we go back into McCulloch. McCulloch shot up and good. Nice job, Keegan McCulloch. Great presence of mind as he gets a nice turnaround shot there to end the half. 26-22. Mater threw up a full court, but nowhere close as we go in the half. Minneapolis with the lead, 26-22.
And Kyler Macy is walking off under his own power, so hopefully we'll see him back. We'll be back.
Kansas as the Hoisington Invitational, Cardinal Winter Jam, something. Minneapolis has the halftime lead, 26-22, as Minneapolis comes out. They had a lead 10-9 at the end of one. Had a chance to kind of run away with it, but they let Mater start getting some buckets, and next thing you know, Hoisington was back in it. As Minneapolis does have the lead, 26-22 at the half. We'll run down the scoring real quick for the LaCrosse Leopards. 2 points by Jacob Keener, 6 by Taylor Stahl, and 14 by the junior Marcus Mater, as he scores most of their points, almost all of them on dribble penetration except for 1-3. Pretty good ball player, Marcus Mater. For the Minneapolis Lions, 2 by Grayson George, 4 by Keegan McCulloch, 6 by Logan Weedle, 6 by Casey Argenbright, and 8 by Dylan Crossan. Dylan having a great night as he had some great buckets and plus 2 free throws. Minneapolis perfect from the free throw line, 4 for 4 from the free throw line, and LaCrosse, they ended up being 3 for 5 from the free throw line. 3 for 6. Interesting stat though, Dale. Grayson George played only maybe the first 6 minutes of the first quarter.
2 fouls right away.
2 fouls, and he set the entire second quarter. You don't see that happen very often.
He did about the same thing up at Beloit, unfortunately.
So they set him down, and I'm sure Grayson is going to want to come out and have a good second half, as Minneapolis has the lead 26-22, but LaCrosse Leopards pretty feisty, as they're going to have to find a way to shut down Mater. Now,
Is that M-A-T-E-R?
And that's not. It's
No?
M-O-E-D-E-R.
Oh, Mater.
Mater.
I keep hearing a T in there.
I'm trying. But
Mater without the toe on it.
so without the toe. Now, Kyler Macy went down with a rolled ankle, and I haven't seen him come back out yet. And that's Kyler had the defensive duties on Mater for quite a while, and that's going to kind of put it back on the hands of Tyrell Owens as well as Darrow. Run down the fouls. Darrow with 2, Yoxel with 2, George with 2, Owens with 1, McCulloch with 1, and Lynn with 1. Nobody really in foul trouble for LaCrosse, as they only had 4 team fouls, and that was Mater with 1, Keener with 1, and Stahl with 2. So, keys to the second half, Dale.
Continue to play good defense. Put that ball in the hole. That's we've had some cold shooting again tonight. Not quite as bad as the girls had in the first half, but at times we were kind of cold.
Yeah, and missed some opportunities. Turnovers. I've got us for 8 turnovers, and I've got them for 8, and that's something I think they're going to have to address and watch the ball movement and work on that. We've had very good success in the paint with Crossan and McCulloch with 12 points between the two of them.
There comes Macy back on the floor with a big ice pack on his ankle,
Yep.
so I'm sure he is probably done for the day.
So
2 minutes to go here. We'll take a break and be back. Start of the second half.
Start the second half, 26-22. As we get ready to start, it looks like the starting lineups will stay the same. Hoisington will have the ball, LaCrosse will have the ball to start the second half. Cross gets it into the hands of number 23, Webbs. Webbs back to Irvin. Irvin guarded by Argerbright. Irvin rolls to the left, picks up his dribble, pushes off, goes into Mater, and it's going to be stolen by Argerbright. Nice job by Casey Argenbright with the steal.
That was
Argenbright will
pretty
bring it
pronounced
down.
push off there. I suppose there was no call.
Logan Weedle for 3, and it's good. Nice job by Logan Weedle as he hits a big 3 right there. Ball goes back the other direction. Mater with the ball. Mater looking for Irvin. Mater guarded by McCulloch. A little bit different wingspan on, I guess. 3-point shot off the mark, rebounded by Irvin. Up and no good, rebounded by McCulloch. And there's going to be a foul on LaCrosse.
22, I think.
Taylor Stoll, his 3rd personal foul. They're only one really in foul trouble. Grayson George will bring it down for the Lions. Back to McCulloch. McCulloch crosses the timeline, back to Weedle, back to Argenbright. Casey back to Grayson George. Grayson looks down low to McCulloch. Shot in the lane, up and no good. Rebounded by LaCrosse. Cross will bring it down to set it up. 29-22, Lions with the lead. Irvin for 3, off the mark, and rebounded by Keeley for LaCrosse. There's a hop in the lane, no call, and McCulloch comes away with it. Keegan up to Crossan. Crossan can't finish it in the lane, and that's another missed opportunity in the paint. Had 2 of those right off the start here, guys. Mater with the ball. Looks for the cutter, has nothing. Goes back into the hands of Stahl. Stahl picks up his dribble, goes back over to Keeley. Keeley looks for the backdoor cut, has nothing, goes back to Mater. Mater will bring it down. He'll try to dribble penetration, has nothing, goes back to Irvin. Back to Keeley. Keeley swing pass over to Irvin. Irvin looks down low. Into the hands of Webbs. Webbs back to Stahl. LaCrosse working the clock really well here.
Good defense by the Lions.
Shot off the glass, no good. Up to, rebound by Grayson George, up to Casey Argenbright. Casey takes it all the way in, and he can't get it, but Crossan with the rebound, and Crossan's going to be fouled, no call, and the jump ball will stay with Minneapolis. Good job by Dylan Crossan in the paint. Minneapolis missed a couple opportunities down low. Crossan does a great job of getting the rebound and sticks with it. Grayson George to inbounds. Back to Logan Weedle. And he takes it off the glass. Nice job by Logan as he gets a bucket off the left-hand side.
9-point lead now.
3-point shot off the mark. Rebounded by McCulloch. McCulloch up to Crossan and back to Argenbright. And he will be fouled. Didn't see who it's on. Good hustle by Casey. Coach Shoup telling Keegan to slow it down a little bit. Kip Keeley with the foul. His first personal, second team foul. Grayson George inbounds into Logan Weedle, back to Argenbright. Casey back to Grayson for three. Off the mark. Rebounded by LaCrosse. And, oh, wow. Casey's going to get called with the blocking foul. Foul is good by number 23, Austin Webbs. Logan Weedle will check out as Darrow will check in. Yoxel comes in for Crossan.
First personal on Casey. First team foul of the half for the Lions.
Webbs a chance to make it a three-point play here. Shot is up and good.
Reduces the lead to 6, 31-25.
Cross checks in, has Irvin check in. Back to McCulloch. McCulloch in the corner to Darrow for three, and it's off the mark, and rebounded by Yoxel. Yoxel puts it off the glass, no good. Grayson George, no good. Minneapolis still on the floor, can't come up with it, and there should be a foul on the floor right there. Yoxel does a great job of hustling, but Minneapolis
Putback attempts couldn't go in for the Lions.
could not get it in. Three opportunities down low, couldn't get it to fall. Irvin, his first personal foul, third team foul. Grayson George to inbounds. Darrow for three, and they're going to call a foul on Yoxel.
Well, at least the three-pointer didn't go in.
Yeah, thank goodness. Third personal foul by Yoxel. Second team foul. 31-25. Lions with the lead. 4:21 left to go in the third quarter. Mater with the ball. Gets the ball on the outside to Kindling. And there's a foul down low on McCulloch. Should be just a second team foul. Third team foul, I think. His second. As
Good, he fouled before the shot, so no free throws.
Owens checks in for Argenbright. Mater picks up his dribble. And gets back in the hands on the outside to Keener. Back to Mater. Mater gets it down the paint. Shot up and good by number 23, Austin Webbs. Grayson George takes it all the way to the hole. Nice job, Grayson, to see the lane and take it to the right-hand side and finish. Grayson only his fourth point of the night, but nice job by Grayson. Ball goes back on the outside to Mater to set it up. Guarded by Tyrell Owens. It's in the corner. Shot up and blocked. Rebounded by McCulloch. Gets it up to Grayson George. Grayson brings it down on the right-hand side. Back to McCulloch. Back to Owens. Owens back in the corner goes to Darrow. Darrow tries to get it down to Yoxel. And
cut the other way.
Just the opposite direction. So Crossan will check in for Andrew Yoxel. So getting some instruction from coach on what to do down there as so ball will go back in the hands of Mater. Mater dribbles, 3-point shot in the corner, up and off the mark. Rebounded by Grayson George, up to McCulloch. Keegan takes it all the way in, and he's going to be fouled. And that's fouled by Webbs, his first personal foul. That should send Keegan to the line, and it will. Fourth team foul. First foul by Austin Webbs. McCulloch misses the front end of the 2-shot foul. He'll have another one coming, though. Second shot is on its way, and it's off the mark as well. But Grayson George comes away with it. Nice job by Grayson into Crossan in the lane, and good. Nice job by Dylan Crossan, but all started because of Grayson George's hustle.
35-27.
Great feed to Dylan. Webbs on the outside, kicks it back over to Keener. Keener back over to Keeley. Keeley, 3-point shot, no good. They pass it instead, and they come away with it down the paint. Swing pass over on the outside to Irvin. Irvin back to the top to Mater. Mater back to Irvin. Irvin looks at a 3, pulls it away, gets it back over to Webbs. Webbs drives, and his shot is up and good. It's a tale of halves. Webbs, the only one to score for LaCrosse in the third quarter. So, interesting.
35-29, Minneapolis.
Grayson George into McCulloch from the free throw line, off the mark. And good hustle by Keegan to try to get the loose ball. Can't do it. 35-29, 6-point lead for the Lions. Cross picks up his dribble, gets it back over on the outside. Wow. Nice cut by Mater, and that's amazing. I don't know how he got through that, but he did. And then the turnover right there. Then it turns back the other direction. Grayson George for 3. In and out. Owens shot up and can't get it to fall either. Wow. We have missed some opportunities in the paint tonight, Dale.
This quarter especially. 35-31, 1 minute to go in the third stanza.
So on the floor, Grayson George, Dylan Crossan, Tyrell Owens, Casey Argenbright, and Logan Weedle. Mater with the ball. Guarded by Owens. Picks up his dribble. And Casey's going to get called with the slight shove. Fourth team foul. Second for Casey.
14 fouls apiece.
46 seconds left in the third quarter. Keeley with the ball. Guarded by Crossan. Gets it back in the hands of Stahl. 3-point shot in the corner, up and no good, but LaCrosse comes down with a rebound. Mater with the ball. Not sure how they got positioned down there, but they got
just
it.
Kind of a flat bounce. They got away from Crossan.
Mater with the ball, 18 seconds left, 35-31. LaCrosse trying to cut it to a 2-point ball game. Or even a 1. And there's going to be a foul. And he was passing, he was not shooting.
You're going to give him 2 shots, so. He was going to the basket.
Logan Weedle with the foul as he was trying to pass. Mater, first shot is up and good. He was 3 for 5 from the free throw line in the first half. Second shot coming. And he makes them both.
4.5 seconds remaining. 35-33 Minneapolis. here in the third quarter.
4.3 seconds left. Three-point shot is partially blocked, and that ends the quarter. 35-33, Minneapolis still has the lead, but LaCrosse outscores them in the third quarter. We'll take a break. You're listening to 910canada.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 8.
At Bennett Autoplex, Salina, you'll find a small-town family atmosphere with great prices on new and used cars, new GMC trucks and SUVs. Serving their customers since 1957, Bennett Autoplex, Salina.
The State Bank of Delphus and the Ottawa County Bank in Minneapolis are locally owned community banks, committed to making your banking experience as easy and personal as possible. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. C&R Plating would like to take this time to thank their many friends and customers for making their business what it is today. Kevin also wants to wish the Minneapolis Lions a great season. C&R Plating, a Lions sports backer.
Welcome back to Hoisington, Kansas, as the Cardinal Winter Jam, Hoisington Invitational. Minneapolis has a lead, 35-33, as we start the fourth quarter. LaCrosse, very pesky ball team, and they're hanging right in here, and they had the ball to start the fourth quarter. Ball goes in the hands, the outside, and it's stolen by Minneapolis. Great job by Casey Ardenbright and Keegan McCulloch, as another missed opportunity as we miss a layup down low. And they don't.
Ties the score at 35.
Ardenbright will bring it down to set it up for Minneapolis. Logan Weedle drives up and good. Nice job by Logan Weedle as he gets the runner in the lane. 37-35. LaCrosse to set it up. Mater with over, I think, 22 points so far tonight. As phenomenal ball game. Mater back in the corner to Webbs. Off of Minneapolis, it'll stay with LaCrosse. Irvin to inbounds for LaCrosse. Gets it into the hands of Keeley. Keeley in the lane. Back to... tipped around in the paint. No good. Finally, there's a foul called on McCulloch as LaCrosse keeps tipping it around, and finally they come down with it and put it back up and are fouled.
Fourth on McCulloch?
Third. Stahl at the line to shoot two.
Yeah, they call it on Ardenbright. How about that?
Well, that is interesting. Makes the first one, and he makes the second one. Jared Keneally checks in for LaCrosse. Full court press picked up by LaCrosse. And nearly turned the ball over as McCulloch nearly had the ball turned over. Another near steal right there in the hands of Ardenbright. Tied ball game at 37. Back to McCulloch. McCulloch back to Grayson George for three. Still hasn't hit one tonight. McCulloch in the lane. Shot is up, no good. And rebound goes to LaCrosse. Well, we had a lot of success in the paint the first half, Dale, but we have not been able to get anything here in the second half. Ball goes back on the outside to Stahl. Stahl back to Mater. Mater with the ball. Kicks it down low. Ball in the corner. Picked up by Casey Ardenbright. And Logan Weedle finishes it. Nice job by Minneapolis. Logan Weedle gets the finish. Great job by Casey Ardenbright as gets the feed to Logan.
39-37 Minneapolis.
On the outside goes in the hands of Webbs. Webbs back to Mater. Mater. There's a charge. Nice job, Charlie Lynn. Charlie Lynn did a great job right there as he stepped right in and took that charge. Nice job by the senior, Charlie Lynn. Second, I believe that's the... I'm not sure they've got 20 fouls. They need to change that. I don't know how many team fouls that was. Argenbright with the ball.
We'd be in the double bonus. I don't think we are.
Grayson George, I don't think they'd have anybody left. Casey Argenbright, 15 foul, they say. Argenbright to set it up. Back to McCulloch. Can't get it to fall. And Ryan Keegan's going to get the reach in. So.
And a technical.
Also, on who?
On McCulloch. His mouth was a-moving as he walked away. The referee didn't like it.
Third team foul on Keegan. With the technical, that'll be his fourth team foul.
I don't like that they count technicals as personal fouls, but it didn't used to be that way, I don't think.
Mater at the line. Tried to tie this one, and he bricks it. We have another one coming, though.
And they'll get the ball.
He makes that one.
Now for the technical foul free throw.
And to tie it. And he does. Wow. 22
Yoxel
points.
replaces McCulloch.
Yoxel comes in for McCulloch. Coach Shute talking to McCulloch about it. Shute's not upset about it. I just said something that the official did not like, and he called him on it. 39-39, 5:15 left to go in the ball game. Ball goes in the hands of Irvin. Irvin guarded by Argenbright. And there's a turnover. Nice defense by Argenbright, and George turns the ball over back to Minneapolis. Yoxel gets it into Argenbright. 5 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Grayson George on the outside. Grayson has yet to hit a three tonight. Logan Weedle back to Grayson. Back to Grayson. Shot up and good.
He has hit some twos, though.
Yes, he has. Just inside the arch. 41-39, Lions with the lead. Mater with the ball. Excuse me. Keeley with the ball. Shot up and no good. And another big rebound by LaCrosse. Three-point shot up and good by number 23, Austin Webbs. And that takes the lead for the first time in quite a while, as they hit a big three right there, Dale.
42-41, they take a timeout. We'll be back.
If you're searching for the right insurance to fit your needs, look no further. The Scott Osherman Agency is the place to go. American Family Insurance has been providing security and peace of mind for over 80 years. Call the Scott Osherman Agency in Minneapolis, your American Family Insurance agent.
City Pharmacy has brought to you quality professional pharmaceuticals since 1963. Joe and Amber Wool will help you with your medications, durable medical equipment, cosmetics, gifts, and greeting cards. Your hometown pharmacy, City Pharmacy, downtown Minneapolis.
Big three there by Austin Webbs as they take the lead for the first time, or not for the first time, but for the first time in quite a while. They get the ball into Argenbright. Casey will bring it down to set it up. 4:21 left to go in the ball game. Grayson George on the outside, back to Yoxel, back to Argenbright. Looks down low to Grayson. Grayson up and good, finishes it. Yes, nice job, Grayson George, as he gets the bucket and the foul. Foul will be called on, not sure, we will see in a second. Number 24, Kip Keeley, his second personal. 7th team foul, Grayson at the line for one. Can't get it to fall, though. 43-42, Lions with the lead. Good hustle by Yoxel. Almost comes away with a steal. Goes back on the other side. Gets it in the hands of number 24, Keeley. Keeley back to, there's a nice steal by Minneapolis.
Knocked away by Yoxel.
Knocked away. Had a hard time keeping track of these LaCrosse players tonight with their names. Ball goes back to Yoxel, and there's off of Irvin. It will stay with Minneapolis. Grayson George to inbounds. Ball goes into Argerbright. Back to Logan Weedle. Into Crossan. Crossan turnaround shot. He's fouled. He will go to the line for a 1-on-1.
Foul before the shot. Unfortunately.
Kip Keeley, the foul. Crossan will be at the line. First shot is up and off the front of the rim. And no good. 43-42, Minneapolis clings to a 1-point lead. Mater with the ball for LaCrosse.
3:20 going to go.
Mater with the ball, back on the top of the key, guarded by Grayson George. Gets it back over to Keeley. Keeley back to Stahl. Stahl back to Mater. Gets it back to Stahl. No, nice steal by Crossan as he steps in front of the passing lane. Good defense by Dylan Crossan. 2:50 left to go. Minneapolis needs some points here. Grayson George on the outside. Looks down low. 3-point shot by Grayson. And he nails it. Great time by Grayson George to hit a three right there.
Left him alone.
Left him alone, and we needed that one. Mater with the ball on the outside. Gets it back to Stahl. And a timeout is going to be called by LaCrosse at the 2:27 mark. Minneapolis 46, LaCrosse 42. We will take a quick one with them. You're listening to 910KNA.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 8.
The Minneapolis Junior Senior High School Lionbackers are proud to continue their long-term support of the broadcast to the Lions games. Join them as they support student activities and the teachers of Minneapolis Junior Senior High School. Go Lions, we're with you all the way.
Where do you go when you need groceries? Jeans IGA, of course. Jeans is proud to be a sponsor of Minneapolis sports and hopes that you will encourage your children to be as competitive in the classroom as they are in sports. Jeans IGA, a proud sponsor of today's game.
Farm Bureau's wide range of insurance and financial products help protect what's most important, your family, auto, home, and other possessions. Call your Farm Bureau Financial Services agent in Minneapolis, George Dressy. Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company.
Welcome back to Hoisington, Kansas. Dale Leach, myself, Scott Osherman, as Minneapolis Lions have a 46-42 lead here at the 2:27 mark in the fourth quarter. LaCrosse will have the ball. Minneapolis
McCulloch returns to the game.
has 4 fouls. Irvin will inbounds for LaCrosse. They get it in the hands of Webbs. Back to Irvin. Picks up his dribble. Shot up, no good. But the rebound comes into the hands of LaCrosse. They've out-rebounded us, I think, in the paint in the second half. Mater and drives all the way in off of Minneapolis.
Blocked by George, I believe.
Stay with LaCrosse. Irvin to inbounds for LaCrosse. Get it in the hands of Webbs. Drives in. And off of Black, it'll stay with White. Nice job, Dylan Crossan. Tell you though, LaCrosse has been pesky underneath though, Dale.
Dylan had position. The guy tried to knock it out over Crossan. No foul called, but out of bounds to the Lions.
Casey brings it down across the timeline. Back to Grayson George. Into McCulloch. Shot in the lane, no good, but he's going to be fouled. And he will go to the line. Not sure who the foul was on. I think number 24, Keeley. That's his 4th personal foul. Keegan McCulloch will go to the line. And he
Keegan's not
misses.
had too much success at the free throw line.
Not hit a free throw here in the second half, Dale.
Really? Wow.
Second shot coming. Puts it up and off the mark. Wow. 4 for 4 in the first half and 0 for 6 in the second half.
Minute 30 to go.
All on the outside, gets it in the hands of Keeley. Keeley guarded by Crossan, picks up his dribble, and he calls a timeout. So, minute 25 left to go in the ball game. Minneapolis on top, 46-42. LaCrosse takes a full timeout. So, we will go ahead and take one with them. You're listening to 910KNA.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 8.
Roth Repair has been a fixture in Minneapolis for some time now. Fixture, get it? Roth Repair can fix, replace, maintain, patch, build, remodel, and mend just about anything. The work is professional and the cost is reasonable. Roth Repair, Minneapolis. Call them today if you need something done right the first time.
Let's make it delicious. Let's make it fast. Let's make it a meal from KT's in downtown Minneapolis. KT's, home of the almost world-famous hamburger. KT's wishes the Lions best wishes during the upcoming season.
Bennington State Bank is proud to sponsor the Minneapolis Lions this season. They're proud to be a part of their great community and strive for excellence in their school curriculum and athletics. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank, with offices in Bennington, Minneapolis, Salina, and Wamego. Member
FDIC.
Welcome back to Hoisington, Kansas. Dale Leach, myself, Scott Osherman. Minute 25 left to go. Lions with the lead over LaCrosse, 46-42. And LaCrosse will have the ball.
Charlie Lynn is in. We need some defense.
So Lynn, Weedle, Argenbright, McCulloch, and George in the ballgame. Ball goes into Mater. Mater guarded by Grayson. Shot is up and good. Jeez, Pete. By Mater.
He's a good basketball player.
Oh, he's an extremely good ball player. Has not missed very many tonight. Argenbright with the ball. Back to McCulloch. McCulloch back to Grayson George. Grayson guarded by Mater. Back to Charlie Lynn.
50 seconds.
Back to Argenbright. Argenbright. Minneapolis with a 2-point lead. Back to McCulloch. Back to Grayson George. Grayson double team. Back to Charlie Lynn. Back to Argenbright. 34 seconds. Back to Grayson. There's a foul. And foul's called on number 22, I believe. Stall, and that's going to send Grayson George to the line.
1-1.
2 shots.
And for our
Be a
purposes,
double bonus.
I think they fouled the right guy. Oh, it's their 10th foul.
Yeah, 10th foul.
Double bonus then. 29 seconds remaining.
Grayson hits the first one. First free throw we've made in the second half, Dale. Second one coming. Shot is up, and it's off the front of the rim. No good. Rebounded by LaCrosse. 3-point lead for the Lions. 47-44. Mater with the ball.
Don't foul.
Mater drives. Kicks it out. 3-point shot is off the mark. Gets the rebound. Putback's no good. Charlie Lynn comes down with the rebound. Way to go, Charlie Lynn. Charlie Lynn comes down with a big rebound right there, and he will walk the other direction to shoot 2.
7.6 seconds. 2 shots for Charlie. They tried a 3. They had a putback. They missed. Charlie came down with it.
Nice job by Charlie Lynn as he comes down with a big rebound right there, Dale. 7.6 seconds left. Charlie really needs to make one of these.
That would be very helpful.
Two-shot foul here, or double bonus, I should say. Shot is up and off the back of the rim. Minneapolis is going to call a timeout to talk about this. Actually, LaCrosse calls a timeout, so we will go ahead and let's go ahead and keep it here, Dale. 47-44, 7.6 seconds left. Charlie Lynn at the line to try to put us up by 4. We've had just a dismal free throw shooting here in the second half. Minneapolis has a chance, though, to put this one hopefully away with one quick free throw by Charlie Lynn. After he makes it.
Let's be positive.
Absolutely. Charlie will go back the line.
No pressure, Charlie, no pressure.
Minneapolis on the floor will be Tyra Owens, Keegan McCulloch, Grayson George, Casey Argenbright, and Charlie Lynn. Charlie Lynn at the line here. Shot is up and good. Way to go, Charlie Lynn. That one was huge, Dale. Great effort, Charlie Lynn. Nice job. And the timeout is called by Coach Shoup. 7.6 seconds left, 48-44. Wow. Big free throw shot by the senior.
2-possession game, 7.6 seconds to go. We'll be back.
For FDIC.
Eagle Communications, home of ECTV, high-speed internet, 910 KINA News Talk, and 99 KG Country is a proud sponsor of Lions sports coverage. Listen to live broadcast on 910KINA.com or on your local Eagle Cable, Channel 8.
Welcome back to Hoisington, as LaCrosse will inbounds here.
No fouls. No fouls, guys.
Oh, that's yeah, he did. He turned it over, stepped over the line.
Well, he lost his balance. He put the ball down on the line to catch his balance, and that
is huge. That is a huge turnover right there, as Grayson George will inbounds it for the Lions, and they get it off of LaCrosse. 5.8 seconds left. Grayson George to inbounds again. Grayson inbounds. Back to McCulloch, and he will be quickly fouled with 4.9 seconds left. Keegan will go to the line to shoot 2.
See if Keegan can get off the schneid here on the free throws.
And he does. Nice job, Keegan McCulloch. Has another one coming. 49-44. 4.9 seconds left. Keegan's second attempt coming. And it's up and good. Makes them both. Nice job. Senior leadership, Keegan McCulloch and Charlie Lynn hit 3 big free throws. Mater shoots a 3 and it's no good, but that's the ball game. Nice job by Minneapolis as they come away with the victory tonight. Whew. Dale, I'll tell you, that one was.
We were kind of doubting it for a while.
We were kind of doubting it for a while. Minneapolis comes away with the victory, 50-44. But how big were the free throws by Charlie Lynn and Keegan McCulloch at the very end?
Yeah, it's big time. It sealed the deal.
Absolutely. Minneapolis comes away with the victory, so that means they will advance. And Dale, did you see?
They will play at 8:15 Friday night against the winner of tonight's game between number 3 seed Otis Bison and number 6 seed Hoisington. So both Minneapolis squads will compete in the semifinals Friday evening, if you'd like to journey down here to Minneapolis. Hopefully the northwest fog will be gone.
No doubt.
By then, and make it a little more pleasant traveling, but the Lions could sure use your support.
And did you look at the bracket to see who won earlier for the boys? Quivira Heights and Ellenwood?
Quivira Heights beat Ellenwood, and Russell beat Victoria.
Russell beat Victoria.
Mm-hmm.
And how about the girls?
The girls, Quivira Heights beat Otis Bison. and Ellenwood
And
beat
Ellenwood.
LaCrosse.
Yeah,
so
Victoria and Hoisington play
it's the next game.
the
coming
next
up.
game. So nice job by Minneapolis tonight as they come away with the victory. They had to fight for it, but they do come away with the victory. Let's go ahead and take a break. I'll work up some stats, and we'll be back and may have an interview with Coach Shoup. Welcome back to Hoisington, Kansas, as Minneapolis Lions come away with the victory tonight by a score of 50-44. And Dale, let's talk for a second as while Coach Shoup comes up here to join us. Wow. First of all, let's talk about Marcus Mader for LaCrosse. Had 24 points, a huge night for him. Minneapolis, though, has 3 players end up in double figures, and that helps us seal the victory. And Coach Shoup comes up and joins us. And Coach, I'm glad I've been taking my blood pressure medicine because I needed it again tonight. And congratulations on a victory, first of all.
Thank you.
A tough one. Let's first of all, if I remember right, on Friday night you told us that they had a guard that was phenomenal, and that must have been the Marcus Mader kid.
Yeah, it's the Mader kid. He's just real athletic, and what they do, they're not a real talented team. But I told our kids before the game, they really spread the floor out well. They move. So, it's a type of game, if you don't come ready to play, they'll get behind your head, they'll make cuts to the basket, and the first half we let them drive the ball a lot. That created things for them. I thought we did a much better job the second half, especially the fourth quarter. And really when it came down to the fourth quarter, I think we gave up 11 points, but most of those were on offensive rebounds. I think they hit 1 3, and it was free throws and offensive rebounds. We were forcing them to miss shots and take the shots we wanted them to take. And, that's the other part of them spreading the floor is now instead of having to go and check out 2 or 3 feet away from the basket, you got to go 15, 16, and we weren't going 15, 16. We were just turning at the rim, and they were crashing in. So, but that being said, offensively, second half, we really didn't turn it over.
No, I was much better in the second half.
We ran our stuff very well, and that's why I told the kids, look, we just didn't make shots. I mean, we missed, I don't know how many layups, but it was a load of layups.
Yeah, it was.
And it was a load of free throws by good free throw shooters. And, I told them, I said, we can sit around here and look at that and say, well, we should have won by 30 because if we make these shots we should be making, it's a different game. But the fact of the matter is I told the kids we were getting them. I mean, we really executed our stuff well. We got the shots we needed. I'm not too worried about that. If we're getting the shots we need, then those will fall. So. Yeah,
you talked about it. 4 for 4 in the free throws in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
Shot the ball 4 times, made all 4. But then in the second half, 4 of 12 from the free throw line. Ended up being 8 for 16. Yeah. But let's talk about how huge Charlie Lynn was to make that free throw. Mm-hmm. And then Keegan McCulloch comes back and makes the other 2 as Charlie Lynn really kind of sealed it right there. Yeah. And, they fought hard when they needed to, and they come away with the victory. 3 players in double figures for a night that they kind of, as you said, in the first half, Dylan Crossan and Keegan McCulloch did a phenomenal job on the inside in the paint. And they had some huge shots, and they made their shots.
Yep.
But the second half just wasn't the case. Struggled from the field in the second half.
Yeah, we did. And that's probably the best way you can put it. We got the same shots, really, for the most part. In some cases, even better shots because we're getting layups and transition and things like that and just not making them. But, that's all right. The kids will respond. They'll make baskets. Defensively, it is what it is. So it was better performance, I thought, than what we had Friday night on the defensive end. Yeah. We just got to prepare for the next game Friday night and be ready to go. And, you talk about Charlie Lynn, that's a kid right there that he gets spot minutes. But there probably isn't a kid on our team that maximizes those minutes more than Charlie does. I mean, picking up charges, plays in great defense.
Huge rebound down here at the with the 7 seconds left when he got fouled.
Yep.
That was a huge defensive rebound, and he went up there and just pulled it down.
Yep.
And something we hadn't been able to do very well.
Exactly.
In the fourth quarter and the third quarter. Kyler Macy, how's his ankle?
It looked pretty bad. I mean, it's pretty swollen. I don't expect him probably to play on Friday. Just watching him right now, he'll be out a little bit, I think.
So let's back up for a second. Kyler did a great job defensively on the Mader kid. But Tyrell Owens came in, and Tyrell did a phenomenal job as well. That Major kid's just going to have his points.
Yeah.
But a nice job by both Kyler Macy and Tyrell Owens. And then Grayson George and Keegan McCulloch also had him as well.
Yep.
But like I said, he's going to find a way to get
that's one of the things, and that's what we tell our kids. We got a lot of kids that can play. You're not going to play the same amount of minutes every night, but your time will come. You just got to be patient, and when you get your chance, take advantage of it. And I thought you saw some kids do that tonight.
Yep.
So.
Questions, Dale?
Congratulations on nice wins. Good to see the defense step up in the second half. A lot better than it was in the first. I know you were looking for that.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure.
And we'll look forward to playing the winner of the Hoisington-Otis Bison game.
Yeah, it'll be a good opponent, whichever it is.
So, Coach, congratulations on a nice victory. Friday night, 8:15, I think, as we will be back here. And thank you for not making me make 2 trips.
You're welcome.
Thursday and Friday.
You're welcome.
I greatly appreciate that. So Minneapolis comes away with the victories tonight, 50-44, as the Lions come away with a nice victory. And Coach Shoup, thank you for coming up and talking to us. And Dale, as we finish up here, as we travel on home, the Lions will come back up here, girls and boys both, Friday night.
Girls at 6:15, boys at 8.
8. So. You got folks
6 and 8:15. One of the two.
Come out and cheer them on. Drive up here, make the trip, and
6:30 for the girls.
6:30.
8:15 for the boys. Excuse me. Get that settled in.
Regardless, come up and make the trip. So Minneapolis comes away with the victory tonight, 50-44 on the boys' side, and on the girls' side they come away with the victory as well. So for myself, Scott Osherman,
Dale Leach,
we will say goodnight from Hoisington, Kansas.